everyone, it's Real Klein. You're watching another Supernatural review, and this is season 4, episode 9. I Know What You Did Last Summer. If you're new here, I do like a recap and review of every single episode of Supernatural, so let's get into it. Season 4, episode 9 and episode 10. They are together, I guess. I don't know exactly how to say it because it's not like part 1, part 2, like at the end of season 2. But it is like the episode leaves on a cliffhanger and it's like to be continued, which is, you know, unusual. And it's not all the time for Supernatural. Like, it really, the only other time was like at the season 2 last 2 episodes. I don't even know if they had it to be continued. I can't even recall. Kind of when I was doing those reviews was like, do I do them together? Because like they are basically together, but they're technically different episodes. And so I did those separate. And I think it was kind of the right move to do them separate, just because that they were still like, how I analyzed them was a little bit different. And then I think it was also important too, because like I really liked the penultimate episode, but then like, you know, when I'm doing like the best like finale of Supernatural, like it is a little bit different to try to compare that like the last episode of season 2. I don't know if I'm making sense. I always thought about like these two because actually when I showed my, you know, kind of when I was showing my mom Supernatural, I kind of like only showed her specific. I didn't show all the episodes. Like I showed her some episodes, you know, out of the blue. Kind of talk here on like, some episodes I would show people, some episodes I wouldn't show people. But the thing was that me and my mom, we didn't have Netflix at the time, and we were just watching them on demand. And so like when something's on demand, they only give you a few episodes at a time or something. So we were watching episodes out of order. Anyway, so, but I remember that I did these 2 back to back with her because I was like, it's really important that these 2 episodes are together. Anyway, where we're getting with this is I'm doing these reviews separate, and I'm interested to see like how that goes. And I think it makes sense to do it separate. And yeah, so something that's also very different about this episode is it's very serialized, and we kind of got that at the end of season 2 itself. And I don't think you could have these like to be continued 2 episodes that are like so together without it being serialized. And usually I'm also someone who's very critical of serialized episodes. A lot of times they just don't work. But at the end of season 2, that obviously works because it's like basically the finale, and this works really well too, which is kind of like a little bit shocking. But I think that also just shows how great the writing is and how strong like season 4 really is, because season 4 has so many great episodes that you're like, episode that's so great you're like critical of, like you see me be critical of, just because like there's so many good episodes. And so I think it's like something like it really shows how great the writing is and how they're able to do season 4, that they have these 2 serialized together episodes, and they're actually like really great, really well written. Also, so we're introduced to Anna. Is that her name? Okay, I'm out exactly. I kind of forgot her name. Probably in my next video I'll probably remember, but I'm just like, sometimes my memory, guys, I'm so sorry. So I feel like her name could be Anna. They're gonna just call her Anna, but she comes. Also, like Ruby's, okay, well, I'm kind of going out of order, but kind of like Dean's whole thing is like, why do you trust Ruby? Why do you trust Ruby? And it's kind of a question that we're also thinking. And so this episode is very like showing like flashbacks of like his time with Ruby. And I think it's like really important. And it's something where it's like showing these flashbacks, it could go really wrong. And actually kind of analyzing it, like it kind of seems kind of fast, like the things that they're doing. I feel like you can go really wrong with these flashbacks, because obviously we have Supernatural flashback episodes, but those are like when they're in kids. So this is just like a few months ago, so it doesn't fit with those flashback episodes. But there was a lot of flashbacks of like a few months ago, so you can go really wrong with these. You can go really wrong, and they didn't. So I have to give them props for that. And you kind of got to see more of like Ruby and Sam's relationship, which I think is important. And like I don't know what else to say. I think it makes sense. Like, I don't know who proposed this idea that like maybe it's someone who's able to like have this connection with the angels, which is, as Dean points out, like tapping into angel radio. And because of that, Demon wants her, so then they have to like find her and save her. So that's basically what the episode is that they were trying to save her, and then Ruby was with her, and Sam is telling his past with Ruby because Dean's like, I don't trust Ruby. And then at the end, they think demons are coming, but then it's angels, it's Kaz, and he's like, we have to kill her. So now that I'm talking about it, it doesn't sound like that great of an episode, but I don't know, like it just, there's something about it that just like works. And obviously I don't know if it's like because of the cliffhanger that like really like is really that great. Like I don't know if they fit everything into one episode, if it would feel that great. I feel like it would have been rushed. Because maybe what if you just removed all the flashbacks and it was all just one episode, because obviously there are things we're going to learn about the situation in the next episode that I won't talk about yet because we haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, I don't know if it would have, you could have fit it all into one episode, and I feel like maybe originally they were writing this as one episode, but then maybe someone had the idea of flashbacks and someone had this idea, and so they were like, why not we have 2 episodes? Like, I don't know. There's something strong here. And I don't know, it's because maybe the momentum of the next episode, like I'm not exactly sure. I mean, you know, I'm really, when I'm watching these, I'm trying to get in the perspective of someone watching it for the first time. So, you know, perspective of someone watching it for the first time, they don't know what happens next. And I still feel like it was strong. Like there's just something strong about this episode, and it has lighthearted moments and it's like funny at moments. And like Ruby and Genevieve, you know, Genevieve as Ruby, what am I saying, is like really great. So I don't know, there's something good about this episode, and I think it kind of like makes you feel better and more trusting of the show that they're able to have these serialized episodes that do well. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here, but thank you guys for watching, and comment below your thoughts of I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is actually kind of interesting that they did that title, because I think that's like a horror movie title. I think I've seen that horror movie as well. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye.